All right, we're gonna do another video today, and I'm gonna teach you how to cut long hair without layers. I went in and I sectioned the hair, and you wanna section the hair from the top of the head to the ear. You separate the section, and you leave the one section in the front, and everything behind the ear you comb back. You're gonna do the same on the other side. Top of the head, down to the ear. Everything in front of the ear stays in front. And everything behind, just like that. So the first section we're gonna do when you do a trim is, you can kind of see where her ends are, right there. So we're gonna take about 1/4 inch off, just to make it nice and healthy, because if you have split ends, they're gonna keep splitting up. Think of it like this. If you have your split in the hair, and you don't cut that off above where it's split, it'll just keep splitting up. So you have to get all those dead ends. It's not a ploy to get you in and get more haircuts and make more money. It really is a thing. If you have split ends, you have to get them taken care of, or it'll be futile. You'll never be able to have that length that you want and the health. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna section this out. And she has a little bit finer hair, so I can make my sections a little bit larger. And out of the way. Remember, you don't want to touch your front area yet. So we're going to begin, and we're going to start in the middle. So comb the section down. And that's about where we want to cut it. So I'll start in the middle. Make sure my fingers are parallel to the floor, so everything's nice and even. And this is going to be your guide. So now you go back to the middle, you measure, and that's how you have your guide. And then you go all the way around to here. And what you want to do after every section is you just want to make sure and measure. So you take your two ends, pull them to the middle, and if they match, you have an even cut. Okay, you want to comb everything nice and smooth. Make sure that if you're cutting long hair, they don't cross their legs. No crossing the legs, no sitting cross-legged on the chair. Their shoulders have to be nice and square, because if they cross their legs, it throws the shoulders off and your cut can be uneven. So never cross your legs during a haircut. Here, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can see through this section where my guide is. So I'm going to use that and follow the same guide. And I'm going to cut from the middle, go to the left, then come back and go on this side again. And then I just want to take my second section and measure. Perfect. Okay, so we have our last section. We still have our front pieces in the front. You don't want to touch those yet. We're going to get to them really soon. Now remember, this is no layers. This is just a straight across cut. Just a trim. Looks good. Okay, now that the back is cut, we're going to go to the sides. So you can choose which side you want to do first, but if you start out going from center to left and then from center to right, continue the entire time during your haircut. You don't want to change it up because you'll get confused. So now we're going to combine this section and this section. We're going to comb it together. You're going to bring the sections together. And you're going to see exactly what needs to be trimmed. So if you look at this, it matches from here to here, so everything that's extra, you just trim it off. Now Molly has a little bit of an angle in the front, and you can tell that needs a little bit of a trim because the ends are starting to split here. So we're gonna go up a little bit on an angle. Don't cut the corner off of the hair. You don't want to do that. Okay, now those sections are combined. I'm going to go from center to right. We're going to combine these two sections now. Look for your guide. And anything that's extra and doesn't meet those two lines, cut it off. And always be aware of the angle of your fingers. Don't change it. Keep it the same. Okay, we're almost there. Now let's measure the front. Now this is a little bit longer because we went on an angle, but this is how I know. So I'm just going to make that even. Always measure. Another trick is you can take a little piece from the other side as your guide. Okay, so here's another trick. When you finish a straight across haircut, there's something we do called an undercut. At this point, you can bring everything back. Okay, so when you finish cutting the perimeter of the hair, you're going to ask the client to put their chin all the way down. And what this does, it exposes the underneath hairs. And anything that's sticking out, you want to cut them off. You want to match the line that's on the top of the hair. So you want to match that. So just trim any extra off. Okay, so that is the tutorial for cutting straight hair, long hair, and hopefully during this time, if your kids need haircuts, this will help you and it'll guide you. And always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.